Welcome to Propaganda News, where we do the thinking so you don't have to, with your anchor, Biff Dolittle. Thanks, Pluto. Our first story today comes from CNN. Defiant Obama challenges Congress on sticky issues. In what could be his final State of the Union address, President Barack Obama on Tuesday called keeping alive the American dream the defining issue of our time, and pledged to fight obstruction by congressional Republicans. We here at Propaganda News would like to confirm there was no change. He gave quite the pep talk and, as always, said everything everyone wants to hear. Our next story comes from Fox News. Oklahoma senator wants ban on human fetuses in food. A Republican state senator from Oklahoma City introduced a bill Tuesday that would ban the use of aborted human fetuses in food, despite conceding that he's unaware of any company using such a practice. Freshman Senator Ralph Shorty said his own internet research led him to believe that such a ban is necessary and prompted him to offer the bill aimed at raising public awareness and giving an ultimatum to companies that might consider using such a policy. We here at Propaganda News think this is silly. Such claims can't be true. Why, think of the ramifications. The next thing you know, people will start believing they grow cultures on fetal tissue for things like flu shots and vaccines. Silly. Our last story comes from allgov.com. Tax evaders renounce U.S. citizenship. Rather than deal with the complexities of U.S. tax laws, Americans living overseas are increasingly renouncing their citizenship in order to avoid paying their income taxes. National taxpayer advocate Nina E. Olson cites two reasons for the renunciations. First, many taxpayers abroad say they are confused by the complex legal and reporting requirements they face and are overwhelmed by the prospect of having to comply with them. Second, others have accused the International Revenue Service of bait and switch tactics, telling Americans they can resolve their unpaid taxes under an older voluntary disclosure programs with the promise of reduced penalties, only to find themselves subject to the steeper penalties. We here at Propaganda News think that this is shameful. The IRS would never bait and switch. In fact, we would like to go on record as saying we love the agency and would never say anything even remotely offensive about them. Well, that's all the time we have today, and thank you for watching Propaganda News. And remember, the government is looking out for you.